Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly tarot scope with me, Raphael.rey from Reydiant Reality for the month of August 2018. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of your continued support. It really means the absolute world. Thank you so much for all of your likes, clicks, shares, subscribes and all the rest of it. Please keep that going. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you are a current subscriber, please don't forget to press the bell notification so that you get notifications when I post new videos. Okay, so before we start, I would like to bless both of these decks with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, your actions and your interactions with the world at large in the month of August. Oh, worth mentioning as well, if you haven't seen it yet, check out the Retrogradia special, the mini series that I've posted, and also the key to the eclipses. There will be more videos on the eclipses to come. The key to the eclipses is quite an important one because it gives you a bit more of a background. So your actions and your interactions with the world at large this month. You have the Six of Wands. So this month sees you guys not only seeking to learn, it also sees you teaching. And sometimes this might be teaching by default, and sometimes it might be just teaching by your very presence. So whether this is at work, whether this is in your job, because your actions and your interactions is what you do, it's fire, it's what you're emotive about, but it's also what you do as an enterprise. It's the steps that you take in some kind of way that get you fired up, but more importantly, that advance your life path. And the the Eight of Wands, sorry, represents messages coming from a distance. It represents emails, text messages, letters. You know, does anybody remember those? You know, post that comes through the door that's an actual physical letter. You know, it seems we're moving further and further away from that, but whenever I get a letter, especially something that somebody sent to me that's handwritten, I always get really, you know, like excited and nostalgic, because that means they've really taken the time to put their energy onto the paper, and that's lovely. So the Eight of Wands, like I said, it represents messages coming from a distance. So this is messages that are coming from afar. This could see you communicating with people at a distance this month, you know, really sending things out, sending letters out, newsletters, you know, putting the feelers out for courses that you might want to do, for things that you want to learn. For I kind of feel that this month actually is coloured by you really wanting new knowledge, really wanting to say to yourself, or not even wanting to, but really acknowledging to yourself, I want to learn, I want to progress, and the way that I'm going to progress is more knowledge, more learning, more understanding about the things that I need to know about so that I can progress in my chosen field. This also is the card of the mentor. And I don't really feel that you'll be seeking the mentor this month. I feel that you guys are going to be the mentor by your demonstration, just by being who you are, by doing what you do. It's like people are going to be like, wow, I'm learning so much from this person just by being in their presence and watching them do what it is that they do. The Eight of Wands is a beautiful card. It also suggests actions and interactions, movement as well. That this month you will be going to or seeking out places of natural beauty, because it represents rural land. So if you live in a city especially, find somewhere that you can connect with nature. It's really important, you know, not just for all of us, but especially for Taurians. You know, get your toes in the grass, touch the trees. You know, if you live near to the ocean and you think, oh, you know, when was the last time I actually went to the sea? Go and get your toes in the sand. Go and get your toes in the water. You know, connect to the earth. Find some way of really connecting to the earth. It will keep you grounded and it will help you traverse some of this eclipse energy. Really exciting month for your actions, because they're going to be busy. They're going to be really, really busy, because the other thing about that Eight of Wands is it's swift communication. Lots of coming and going, lots of here, there and everywhere, which is really exciting actually. So your money and your materials, and I know this is important for you guys, so let's see what they have in store for you this month. Oh, I mean, could you ask for any more? The Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is beautiful. So your money and your materials is also about your resources. It's also about your physical body. It could be your car, it could be your home, it could be your health, it could be any of those things. When you see the Nine of Cups, it represents two major archetypes within our lives. One, emotional fulfillment through a wish fulfillment, and two, ultimate healing. When you see the Nine of Cups, if you've had any sort of ailment, if you've been suffering a chronic illness, or if you've been, you know, feeling under the weather, or you've had some kind of infection or whatever, now it's worth noting, I am not a doctor. I cannot give you medical advice. Always defer to a medical professional if you should need any of the advice for the above. But when you see this card in the tarot, it tells you that if you're suffering something chronic, the symptoms are going to lessen, or you're going to find something or someone that really helps you get to the root of the problem so that you can start to really begin to heal on a fundamental level. It represents healing in all aspects, and because this falls in your money and your materials, if you've been suffering a difficult month in terms of finance, or you've been struggling to do the usual Taurian thing, which is, you know, to be able to budget within an inch of your life, I actually envy you guys that, because you're so good with that sort of stuff. Very grounded, very practical, very down to earth. You know, Taurus represents the earth. When you see the Nine of Cups, it actually says that those things are going to become better for you. And if you've been experiencing challenges within this sector, this month you're going to see a healing or a blessing in that way. Also, when I talk about emotional fulfillment, it's emotional contentment. It's the kind of happiness that comes, you know, when you've wished for something and you've wanted something for so long, and then finally it turns up. It's that moment of, you know, like everything within you just sings like to the high heavens, because you think, wow, you know, I wished for it and I wanted it, I planned for it, I worked for it, I sought it out, I did everything that I had to, and then bam, it turns up. This is a really beautiful card, and to have it in your money and your materials means that this month, prosperity, abundance, you know, peace and understanding and true security in your money and your materials sector is what awaits you this month. You just need to tap into it and be open to it. Okay, so your communications with the world at large. Three of Cups. I mean, wow. You know, what a month, Taurus. And the thing is, you guys have been through probably about 3 or 4 months of quite difficult cards. Like, not difficult, but challenges have come thick and fast for you guys in the last sort of 3 to 4 months. So it's really nice to see you getting, you know, these bright, happy cards. Three of Cups, happy reunions. Three of Cups can even be births. You know, this month you'll probably be hearing that somebody is pregnant. You might even well be the one that's being told by, by somebody, actually you're pregnant. In fact, actually, Taurians, for those of you that don't want to conceive or don't feel ready, this month I would be very careful, because you've got a lot of fertile energy here. You've got the projectiles and the force there in the wands, you know, the masculine energy. You've got a lot of feminine energy, nurturing, nourishing, you know, contentment. You've got a lot of fertile energy here. So if you don't want to conceive, this is the month to be really careful about how you enjoy your partner. But your communications this month will see you having a blast from the past. Absolutely. It could see you having a blast from the past in terms of an old partner. It could see you having a blast from the past for somebody that really used to set your pulse racing, because the Three of Cups is a reunion. It's things coming back to you, but it's people getting together and really celebrating the best times that they've had, talking about good times, enjoying good times. You know, if you're so inclined, have a full moon party this month and invite all of the people that you love and care about the most. Your communications this month are actually blessed. And especially as it in opposition to the actions and interactions, this is messages from afar. You know, like I said, those emails, those text messages, the surprise letters that turn up. This is the reunion card. It's also a card of birth and fertility. So your communications could be coming from a distance this month, and it may well be somebody that you've had very good interactions with previously. So your heart and your half this month. This is your personal relationships, your partner, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, you know, family, brothers, sisters, all the rest of it. All types of relationships that are interactive of the heart space. and you have the Queen of Wands. So who is the Queen of Wands as a person? The Queen of Wands as a person is a fire sign female. She would be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. This is somebody that is fiery, vibrant, fun, somebody that's emotive, somebody that is deeply sensual, very sexual, somebody that is, you know, very connected to the mysteries. That's what the cat on this card represents. You know, the cat sits at the foot of the Queen of Wands to remind you that although this woman is fun, vibrant and dynamic, and she's got loads of energy and she's very sensual and all of the rest of it, she's actually a deeply mystical person as well. This is somebody who might not necessarily be overtly spiritual, who might not necessarily be always talking about these things, but this is a person that has a knowing. They have a soul or a spirit knowing. You know, I mean, especially with the cards that you have. So for those of you that are coupled, I kind of feel that this is going to be a really sexy month. This is going to be a really earthy, sexual, sensual month, not least because Venus is in Venus moves into Virgo this month, so that trines your own sign, so you've got, you know, that little bit of energy going on there. But it also tells me that because the Queen of Wands, like I said, is vibrant, fun, dynamic, your relationships, if you are partnered this month, will take on a tone of more fun, more vibrancy. What can we do together that really gets us excited, that really deepens and strengthens our bond and takes it even a step further? And I'm not talking necessarily just in terms of marriage or anything else. For some of you, this can be, you know, fertility, and I'm just saying it out there because you've got lots of the wands, which is the masculine energy. You've got lots of the cups, which is the emotional feminine energy. So this is a really fertile month. For some of you, this is the month of conception. This is the month where, you know, you get told, actually, we're pregnant, I'm pregnant, we're pregnant, we're going to have a baby, or whatever. For those of you that are coupled, if you don't want that experience, like I said, you know, think about avenues and ways that you can you can avoid that experience. For those of you that are single, the Queen of Wands is kind of saying that that's what you're seeking in a partner. Somebody that's fun, vibrant, dynamic, somebody that really gets you fired up, but also somebody that reminds you of your own innate sensuality, somebody that brings out the heightened sexuality within you. This is a really, really exciting time for people that are looking for relationships or people that are in relationships, you know, across the board. In terms of your familial ties, this is about more fun, more vibrancy, be more creative. If you already have children, find ways to get them out and doing things that tighten the bond as a family. If you are, you know, if you don't have any children and this is about other family members or friends, what is vibrant, what's fun, what's dynamic for you? How can you make sure that the get-togethers that you have really get you excited and moving and creating together? And you know, when you say creativity, it doesn't always mean through, you know, dance and drama and all the rest of it. Brilliant avenues, absolutely, but sometimes it's just entertaining. Sometimes it's just getting together, you know, sometimes it's just bringing all of the people that you love and care about into the same space. I mean, the communications and the heart sector this month, you know, any family parties that you have, any dinner dates or date nights, or, you know, even for some of you, speed dating would be great this month, you know, if you're single and you're looking for that experience. Amazing. For the heart and the half and the actions and interactions, you know, for some of you, this could be treading old ground with old partners, with partners that you've had before, and you know, saying, actually, I don't know if we had the best run of it, but I think I might be ready and willing to give it another go. For your actions and your communications, like I said, this is definitely somebody coming back. This is a blast from the past, but not like a, oh crap, that person. This is like a, wow, that person coming back into your life in some way, shape or form. So your actions and your interactions and your money and your money and your materials, look at this. I mean, don't be surprised. I mean, play the lottery this month, absolutely. Apply to anything that you could possibly win, you know, win a holiday or win a spa break or anything like that. If you see anything like that, apply, because this will be the month that you probably win it. And then finally your communications and your monetary stuff, that looks blessed. I mean, there are so many blessings here for you this month, Taurus. I mean, just really truly, it's going to be an amazing month for you, filled with love and light and laughter and excitement and vibrancy. I'm jealous almost. Okay, and then finally your key to the month. You get the Lovers. Okay, so you know, whether you're single, whether you're partnered, this is the month for love. This is the month where if you're partnered, your relationship just takes on a truly deeper connection. It's one that transcends, especially with the eclipses coming, because you know we've got another eclipse on, well, yeah, we've got another eclipse actually on the 11th of August. It might well be that the situation that you're in now, you know, takes a turn and you end up in another relationship really quickly. And I know that sounds like, okay, what are you talking about? But I've known it to happen under eclipses. So, you know, there's that aspect. But for the most part, I feel like it's like a transcendence of the relationship that you already have. For those of you that are single, this is about finding somebody that really just clicks with you. It's like they get you, you get them, and there's like a total understanding. The Lovers also represents choice. I kind of feel that this month, I mean, if you look at this, these are all minor arcanum cards, and when you see a lot of the minor arcanum, what it kind of says is that this month the universe is handing the reins over and saying, what do you choose? What would you like to do? And this card also, the Lovers, represents the sign of Gemini. And the sign of Gemini is all about being a social butterfly. This is the month for you to get out there, have fun and frolics galore. Enjoy. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the email address below. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can also do so on the link below. You can join me on Instagram. There are so many more videos coming. I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Have a great month, and I will see you very soon for more videos. Take care.